Hello, this is Corey the Keyblade Wielder 2, and we're back for another commentary. Yeah, we're still on Disney vs. non-Disney Villains Part 2, and we're starting at Route 11, Part 1. Gee, I wonder how many parts this Part 1's gonna be on this commentary. It's just a question, because normally my computer would not take too much. I think it only prefers like a 14 hours to 59 seconds long, or something like that. It doesn't want a 15 or 20 hours. So let's get this going. So we see that, interesting, we're starting to use the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ones. I can tell by that. Okay, I've never seen the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The original one from the 1980s. Okay, I was not born in the 80s. I was born in the mid-90s. 1996 to be precise. So, I've never watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original one. Well, I was planning to until I have a very salty teacher who's all treated like original's better than new ones, because that's not a fact, that's a status quo. And you gotta be stupid enough to believe that be a fact. It's a status quo. It can be true, but it doesn't make it a fact. Sorry, I really hate my high school life. So, thanks a lot, you bottle salty teacher. Okay, so he's got the Shredder. Yeah, this Shredder, who has been stuck in Dimension X way before the start of Disney vs. non-Disney Villains series have begun. Unless you saw the prequel series, that is. And one thing, I've only seen them from Turtles Forever. It's basically a crossover between the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, meaning with the original cartoon versions. And the Shredder wanted to use Utrum Shredder as an ally, but he's just not interested. He just takes it over. But in here, he's the real Shredder who got replaced by the Utrum Shredder. And he wants revenge. Kind of an interesting, different way, and yes, this guy voicing him is voiced by 73 Windman.
It's about time.
Normally you don't sound like it. He does not sound like the Shredder we know. He normally sounds like this, like he talks like this. I'm for turtle soup. I would destroy the Ninja Turtles. I wanna conquer Earth. That part was funny from the Nostalgia Critics review. He made a review. I'll leave the link down below because it's hilarious. Like, he sounds like a whiny B word. I'm not gonna say the B word. You know what it means. But it also ends with itch. So I think Manwu is voicing Crane.
Zerg and the Decepticons are at each other's throats. You try getting hold of it.
Okay, that sounds more like Crane. Seriously, Manwu is a very talented voice actor. 73 Wayne Man? He's okay for a voice actor. I mean, you can clearly tell that it's...
Excuses.
I mean, you can tell that's 73 Windman.
Not even with that fake Shredder sent me to this alternate dimension.
Yeah, Dimension X.
Shouldn't that make them more deserving of being the real Shredder?
Dude, you just roast him? Your own partner?
You know, you love that fake Shredder so much. Why don't you go work for him?
I would, but he's not around anymore.
Not around. He's dead.
One calling himself Macbeth set fire to his HQ and cut his head clean off.
Huh.
It was a glorious sight.
So, Crane was spying on the whole war going on? Because he has, like, some secret spies, I guess? I don't know. That's just my guess. Or maybe he's been watching the whole plan to just on Utrum Shredder to see if he might get beat down or whatever.
This is absolutely perfect.
Yeah, they probably don't know that the Utrum Shredder is technically an alien in the robotic human vessel kind of thing.
With that fake Shredder dead, we can take his empire. Then the world will know the wrath of the one true Shredder.
You might have a good idea.
Until they see him and they be disappointed.
What the devil?
I think you mean, what the devil?
Someone's coming. I better be on my way.
Okay, now for the first fight, we got Dr. Hamsterville versus Crane. Actually, it's Dr. Hamsterville and Zurg versus Crane. So, Hamsterville has arrived at Crane's headquarters and wants him to get all the information that he knows about dimension travels. And I think those guys that Crane just brought in are from like one of the first few episodes of TMNT, or maybe it's the other episodes. I don't know, because I never watched the original one. I've seen the Nostalgia Critics review of that cartoon, and I've seen Turtles Forever, the one that had a crossover with TMNT. It's basically like dimension travel kind of thing, but they did met their original, like the comic book versions of them, called Turtle Prime. It's probably what they call it. It's like the main universe. So it's not the cartoon from the 80s that's the original one. It's the comic book. Oh yeah, that's Leroy. Yeah, he's an evil Stitch, if you guys get that. Unless you've seen my commentaries or you just got to watch the war. And there's Zurg. Hey, dude! Zurg and Hamsterville wins. The next fight. Thaylog and Coldstone versus Long Wong. So Dr. Savarius has introduced his creation Thaylog to, well, I like in the description he calls him his son, which I can see that. Basically, that would make Savarius the dad. Introduced Thaylog to Cobra Commander. Sorry if you guys didn't hear that. So, Cobra Commander sends Thaylog to take down Long Wong, and at the same time, Long Wong resurrects Coldstone. That's him. That's Coldstone. He never actually had a name until he was named Coldstone. In Gargoyles, he was revived by both Demona and David Xanatos, and David Xanatos just went all Dr. Frankenstein. He was like, "It's alive, alive!" And then he just goes to normal, like, I've always wanted to say that. I just love Xanatos so much. So, yeah, they found parts of the stone pieces, but not all of them, so they used mechanical parts as replacements. And then there's Thaylog shows up. It's been a long time since I've seen Jackie Chan Adventures. I think he was an ally to Shendu until he betrayed Long Wong. Oh, right in the booty. Oh dear, he knocked the water tower. Yeah, that's the water tower going at Thaylog. Splish! I'm just being weird. So, I think Long Wong was like Jackie's uncle's mentor. The mentor of Jackie's uncle. He's always like, one more thing. I just love that. Can we just make it a meme? One more thing. It's like he says more than just one thing. It's like multiple times. He always keeps saying, one more thing. One more thing. One more thing. I just love him for that. It was like Long Wong had to get Coldstone to seek him. Sick him, boy! Don't treat him like a dog, dude. When he looks at Thaylog, it just reminds him of Goliath. I can see him getting confused on that. I mean, Thaylog is the clone of Goliath. So yeah, Thaylog is like the evil clone version of Goliath. Hold on. Yeah, that was his own dead girlfriend. Which is odd now. She is inside of him. Yeah, so both of their souls are in one body, and that's kind of creepy when you think about it. Now Coldstone is betraying Long Wong, and he teams up with Thaylog. Interesting. So Thaylog and Coldstone wins. And next fight is Abysmal versus General Zhao. So we see that Maleficent is sending Abysmal to retrieve back the lamp from the Fire Nation. Out of all the villains, why Abysmal? He's probably gonna mess it up.
And do not fail.
The most evil, vile, and cruel villain in the land has spoken.
Okay, I love that editing there. Just make it sound like you have Maleficent from the dub from Kingdom Hearts saying, "Go." Oh no, wait, that wasn't from Kingdom Hearts. It was in Sleeping Beauty when she tells us, "Da da 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 da." Stickies. Again, just being weird. It was Maleficent telling Diablo Raven to go, do not fail her, and then cuts to Abysmal's, right-hand man saying, "The most evil, vile, and cruel villain of the land has spoken," like, "You heard the mistress of all evil, get back to work, slave!" Or something like that. So they gotta, go behind the wall. And this looks like an Acme Kai that Zhao was doing. Or is he not doing Acme Kai? Was he training for this stuff? Just for military training still. Just improving the skills, I guess. He's like, "Okay, who's interrupted my training?" And Six's guards at him. "Sure, that's a bright idea to send your goons who are normal, just send against a firebender. It'd probably be a bad idea. I probably would not mess around with anyone who's a firebender. Seriously, they can burn. I mean, they're very good at fires, that is. Well, we all know Abysmal. He ain't bright. Unless you find someone who's clever than Abysmal to take down a firebender like Zhao. That's being a wimp. Okay, there we go. And now, let's get the heck out of here. Realize they're no match for him. Maybe Maleficent thinks she should have sent either someone not Abysmal, maybe whoever she might pick. So I think I'm gonna stop right here. So see you guys in the next part of the video.